Good morning, friend. I am so glad that you and I got to connect this morning. I'm still sitting here in my jammies having a second cup of coffee now because it is a day off on my new program and I'm actually heading to a fitness class live later on today. But this morning I have just been reflecting and taking that extra time for myself a little bit and thinking about success and thinking about what I've heard over the past week over and over and over again. I went to, I'm sure you saw my post, I went to my huge networking summit event for my company, and it's full of motivation. It's full of topics. It's full of trainings. It's an amazing, amazing environment with my team, and it was great. And we heard over and over this concept, or kind of our theme of the whole summit event was belief and believing in you, that our whole company, our whole network believes wholeheartedly in each other and the people that we help and the people that we trust and the people that we are able to change through the opportunity that we have in our hands as virtual health coaches. But beyond that all really started with this belief in ourselves, and it just was over and over and over. I just kept hearing that success, it all stems from that belief, and that our mind is the most incredible tool we have. Either we can tell our mind positive thoughts, that we can do things, that we are capable of any dream and hope out there in the world, or we can tell ourselves, we can fill our minds with limiting beliefs, people that limit us. We can fill our environment with ones that aren't going to help us strive and reach for success. So this world is crazy and it's tough because we're constantly being pulled from, oh my gosh, these are so amazing, incredible things I could accomplish, versus, okay, but here are all the people telling me I can't. Here are all the environments, all the things in the world that are telling me it can't happen. But you have to overcome that, and you have to believe in your mind. You have to get your mind in the right space and start believing, right, every single day. So even just this morning, I was listening to a podcast, and again, this idea just entered back into my life yet another morning, starting talking about belief in self. And I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that this is coming in at the time of life I need it most. And I just wanted to share with you all today something super resonated with me, that our success, where we can go in life, is no accident. It's not an accident. It stems from belief, and it stems from this understanding that you find success on purpose. And I started thinking about, I'm going to use my fitness journey kind of to relate to you, because I think you know that journey pretty well. How did I get here? How did I find success in fitness? First of all, it's a long road. It's been 4 years now that I've been working on myself. So you have to understand that if you're on the outside looking in, that I didn't get where I am and I didn't have that success without first establishing the first part of kind of finding your success is first determining, well, what do I want? And we're all pretty good about that, right? So looking back on my fitness journey, I was like, I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to do big things. We are all really determined to find what we want, right? That's the easy part. We can all say the things that we want. We want to raise our income. We want to find a new job. We want to lose 30 pounds. We want to, wear a bikini. We're all really good at determining what it is we want. The part that sometimes gets us stuck is figuring out why we want that. So for me, losing 50 pounds, I had to dig really deep and I had to find a why. Why did I want to do that? Why? And I found out that the why for me was I had gone to the doctor, and I, at 22 years old, had high cholesterol. I was in bad health, okay? So, I knew, that was a huge wake-up call for me. And I realized then how uncomfortable, truly, I was in my skin, and it was just not a good environment. And I knew that my why was for my future. If I didn't change something now, I was going to be in serious, serious trouble as a young adult. So that was icky, and I hated that. So that was my why. So I had the what. I needed to lose 50 pounds. I had the why, and now you have to figure out who it is that you have to become. And to find out who, you need to look to somebody who has what you have. Okay, so I had to look at my health coach who was living a healthy, balanced lifestyle and had lost a lot of weight. I looked to her for support. I looked to her as somebody who had done it, someone who walked in my path, and I could do the same thing. So maybe in business, you look at somebody who in your company is the rank that you aspire to be, or you look at somebody who, for me as a top coach in the network, well, what I want to do is look at her and watch her and see what she's done to reach that success. So find the who, find the person. And it's not, you have to be really careful there though to find the person, but don't put yourself in their shoes. Don't start comparing to them because you are at a different point where they are. Okay, remember, you are looking for them for inspiration, to aspire to be what they are. And what you have to do is interview them, ask them questions, find support within them and figure out how they got to where they are today. And then you are able to reproduce, kind of do over what they had done in the past to find those same results. Because if they could do it, you could do it too. So I hope you look at my journey in fitness and realize where I came from, how I established that how I determine my why, and then look at me as an inspiration. That's kind of my job and my purpose in life at this point. So I hope and pray that I'm one of those people, and I'd love to chat with you behind the scenes or in the comments if you want to know more. But the last and final piece is so important, and that is belief. Okay, you have to believe in yourself. And I know, believe me, I roll my eyes too. I listen to people say, okay, but you can't do any of that without belief in yourself. And it's a lot easier to say, oh yeah, I believe in myself, or to just say that, I believe in myself, than to actually truly believe in yourself. Some things that help for me is affirmations. So telling myself, I will be this, or I will lose 50 pounds, or I will get up and work out every single morning. So you kind of put your what and your why into action and make some affirmations. Maybe you write down a list, and maybe every time you find yourself up against a wall or finding yourself in self-doubt, you stop and pause and you write down this running list and you keep it nearby and you write down. The second you say, oh my gosh, I cannot control this late night craving for chocolate, maybe you sit down and you write down, I will find a better alternative for this late night craving, or I will go make a glass of tea when I am craving sweets, or whatever it may be. That's just a silly little example. Or if you are someone who is just constantly oh my gosh, I could never do what she does. Write down what she does and go do it. And prove to yourself you totally can. It's all in your head and it's all belief. And it's so important through any goal, anything that you want to achieve. So always find belief. One thing too, just this past spring, I worked really hard towards reaching a goal in my coaching business. And one thing that radically changed was my belief that I could do something really hard. And I continue to practice this daily. I just listen every morning. There's this little YouTube video about how it's about women and how we're strong and we're capable, and it just lists all these incredible accolades. It's a motivational speech for this. It's actually by a man, but he's speaking of women and how they are the most incredible force in the world. And I found that it was shared with me from another coach, and I was able to, I literally press play on that every single morning. I still do. So I did over and over and over, and I've heard it. I could probably speak the video to you. I'm not going to do that, but I play it on YouTube from my phone every day when I get up in the morning, and it fuels my mind with that belief right there and then every day. And I tell myself I believe. And you know what? If I'm working really hard and I find myself in that rut, I stop what I'm doing and I play it again. Or I look at my list of affirmations and I tell myself that I can do this. So, the coolest thing too is once you find this belief in yourself, once you accomplish goals, it's contagious and you want to continue doing it. You want to help other people do it. You want to do it for yourself over and over and over again, make new goals, create new, conquer new endeavors, push past them, push past your fear, your doubt, and anything that fills your mind that's not a positive thing. And it just really brings you, I lost you, I'm sorry, to light, and it allows you to continue reaching and conquering and proving to yourself over and over and over again that once again, success is no accident and you are in control. And your mind, it's not really you, but it's your mind that's in control. And if you believe in yourself, the sky is the limit. So I hope and pray that you can go out there today and remember that, believe in yourself. I want you to know I believe in every single one of you. I believe in you today, truly. If you're watching this morning, I believe in you. And sometimes you need to hear from somebody else before you can start believing it for yourself. So go out there today knowing that I believe in you. Tell yourself you believe in yourself too. And I'd love to hear back from you guys. I'd love to hear if this helped you reach your goal today or go out there and set new goals today. I would just love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear what you would love to hear more of in the future from me. And we will always be chatting and motivating each other every step of the way. All right. So we're such a more powerful force in our world if we can be in this together and help one another. So go out there and make it a great Wednesday. Love to you all. I'll chat with you soon.